Ooh. Jean-Luc, we're live right now. I did it by mistake. We're already live.
We're already live?
Yes.
Why?
It messed up again. Let me do this. Cancel. Yeah, it's gonna have to go this way this time. Which is fine. I'll just put it like this. But we're live right now. Say hi.
Hi, why are you live?
Because it messed up. I told you when you were walking in. Go and pause that. Hi. Sorry, everyone. We're a little early. The thing messed up on me. Don't mind us. We're still preparing. So I'm gonna have to find a different way to put this up because I don't think I can fit it that way.
Yeah, you can. You have to change the...
Okay, can you change it for me? Hi, everyone. We have 60 people already watching.
Oh my goodness, 60
Yeah.
people watching?
16.
16.
17. Hi, everyone. We're a little early. The YouTube app on the phone is very, very finicky, and sometimes you click the wrong thing and it messes up, and that's what happened right now. So we're still trying to set up for the show. We actually have, look, snacks. Ooh, because that's what tonight's show is about, snacking. So hopefully we can get this all set up quickly.
They might not be able to see us as well, though.
Oh yeah, I think they will.
We'll just have to back it up a little bit more.
So I'll switch this around. This. Okay, so flip that around. There we go.
Wait a minute, I don't know if that's...
Hi. Okay, you can see. You just back it up more, like you were saying.
Ah! Now we're upside down.
Yes, you need to flip it the other way.
I don't know if it's going to stay, though. That's the problem.
Technical difficulties.
See, it's too heavy.
Yes, but okay, you don't see what you. Here, I mean, we take the phone off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, flip the whole thing over.
I see what you're saying.
Yes, like that.
It's still going to do the same, you don't think?
Oh, expand it.
Okay.
Expand more.
I'm trying to. Okay.
There you go. See, it's staying. Okay, sorry everyone, we're still here. You have to expand the legs too.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh?
I got to go to the washroom. Are we completely crooked?
Yeah. You're going the wrong way. Completely wrong way. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, there we go. Hi. We're going to be closed today.
Move the laptop.
Yeah, I'll move the laptop. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Sorry, we're trying to, the button clicked and everything kind of went wonky on the live stream and we don't want to stop it, so we're just letting it run there, but we're still setting up, so you guys settle in and we'll be here all ready in a few seconds.
I'd play some music, but then they'd probably stop us.
Hi, everyone. We're going to log on the laptop too now so I can actually see what you guys are saying. We're usually a little bit more organized than this. Okay, so let's go find the live stream. How's everyone doing tonight? There we go, I'm finally logging in on here.
I remember cooking like...
Okay, oh hi everyone, there, I can see people saying hi. Good, hi everyone. Yes, we're the orientation on this chat is completely different than normal. We're also, it started a little too early. This is only 7:53. This is actually supposed to start at 8. For some reason, the phone, when I clicked it, it started the live stream. And last time when I tried to cancel it, it did a whole bunch of much more issues. I don't want to lose all you guys today, so I just left it on and going. So people will start coming in slowly. So sorry if you guys are in too early to start watching, but we'll be starting at 8. So, yeah, so hopefully you guys can hold on tight. If you're watching this at a later time, just fast forward the next little bit. Oh my god, you can see my feet. That's so weird. Hello. Oh my god, my feet look... That's so weird. Okay. Keep the feet down now. Hi everyone, how are we doing? Lisa Day, how are we doing? We're doing pretty good. We came back from, well, we'll actually talk about, we went to Windsor this weekend. We'll fill you guys in on what we did there. And it was pretty good. Our bowls are empty right now, because this is all about snacking today. So we're actually going to be showing you guys some things that we use for our snacking. So that's actually part of our prop. It's so weird. Look at my feet.
Oh, that's really weird.
I know.
I feel like I'm on a talk show now.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. It's so weird because it's so far away.
Yeah, so I told everyone that we're going to be waiting till 8 o'clock,
Yeah.
so let people slowly filter in. Right now, if you guys want to ask us random questions, we'll answer just random questions right now. We're doing pretty good.
You can only ask questions that have nothing to do
with
with snacking
right? Yeah.
or WW.
Yeah. Questions about us.
Anything
if
other
you guys
than
want to know about us.
What's in your bowls? Nothing. I think you already answered that though, right?
Kathy Collins, yeah. Did you go to the pool this weekend? No.
No.
We weren't here this weekend.
We were in Windsor this
Yeah.
weekend. We were in Windsor, so we've had the pool open for 2 weeks now.
3 weeks.
3 weeks now. And are you planning on a trip to Alberta in the near future? Well, we are going. This was our last tour stop for the next couple of months.
Yeah, we're taking a break
We're
now.
taking a break because it is summer and we have a lot going on. There's a lot of work stuff happening. There's a lot of summer stuff happening.
Trips, family
we trying to enjoy the pool this summer because if we're not here, and we're not here much to be honest with you already. So
in terms of other provinces, we can't control that. We do this on our own time, so we fly out, we drive out to all these locations. So really it's WW who are the ones that were asking if we will be able to go to other provinces, and we haven't heard anything yet, guys. Once we know, we'll let you guys know, but so far we haven't heard anything
they've been great with us so far, so we can only ask for so much, and we don't even want to ask, to be honest with you. We want to make sure that they're cool with doing this if this is something that they absolutely want to continue doing.
Hey guys! Hey guys!
Oh, it's great seeing your parents on Saturday. Yes, it was so much fun. I can't lie, my mom and dad came to. We'll talk about that in a bit. I'll update, but yeah, it was cool to have my parents there. I tried to get them on video, but that didn't work.
Here's one of them. See, he comes when you call him, so he's easy to get.
He's been so attentive. Yes. Oh, look at that face.
Yes.
Look at that face.
Yes, we do love them a lot, and they missed us a lot. They've been constantly snuggling since we got home. You purring? Yes, he's purring.
Oh, you made the oh, great, Tracy. She made the garlic knots, and they were delicious.
Laddie. Hey guys, made your garlic knots recipe. Thank you for this. No problem, Tracy. That's awesome. Like we kind of still shocked that people like our recipes, to be honest, because we just try these and we like them, and we didn't think other people would really like them. Seba's here too now, but I can't pick them up the same way. Seba's a little more.
You can pick them up.
Hey, baby, you want to come on camera for a quick second?
How do I get my laptop working?
You have to go to the channel. Say hi, Seba. Oh, there's Keiko's. There, see, go there with your brother. Go.
I'm a beast.
See? Oh, Seba's like, no.
No.
He doesn't like the camera.
He's camera shy.
Yeah, camera shy. So click on the live stream right there.
Oh, there it is. I didn't see that. That's fine. I'll just pause it.
And pause us, and then you can see the chat there.
Yeah, that's better.
Oh, this is so weird.
I'm a coach, and lots of members at the workshop talk about how much they would love to meet you both. We'd love to have you here if you come out. Oh, thank you so much, Kim.
Rodden, if you can talk to. We can't do anything. This is not out of our hands. So
right now we have Tracy Chappelle who's helped us do the tour in Ontario. So maybe if someone out in that
in the West reaches out to her or to
and see what can be done, we can't.
We asked and we're just waiting right now.
Yeah.
So maybe if enough coaches reach out, I don't know. Maybe if enough coaches reach out and there is enough demand, maybe they can organize something. I don't know. We don't know how they're going to do the other provinces, because we would love to see everyone. Believe me, we would love to.
Again, this is hilarious, April. I love. Never thought to add hot sauce to Greek yogurt. That's so funny, because when we're on tour, or when we're doing the workshops on our tour, that's one of the things we talk to a lot of people about, is how we as individuals don't share anything. And if we share stuff, it's crazy how much common things that we think everybody knows, nobody knows about.
Yeah, like
so
we always use this example that people often assume what we know everyone else knows, right? That's basically what it is.
Hi, Andrea.
Andrea's watching. Hi. We were just actually talking about you today.
Look at him back there. Like he's just posing.
He's our star. I think
you guys actually watched the show just for him, right? I think I would watch the show just for him.
I love meeting everyone last week too, Carol. We will actually be talking about that. It's one of our first things on our list. Actually, we can probably start now. It's almost 8. I think most people.
Yeah, it's 1 minute too.
So let's just start up. So we're sorry about missing last week. When we tried, so last week at around 4 p.m., we were trying to upload videos for this week, the past week, and we couldn't do it. For some reason, YouTube just wasn't working. And so when we kept trying, it wouldn't work. So we're like, you know what? why don't we just cancel for that episode in case something goes wrong? We didn't want to make people wait. So we just decided to cancel and move it the topic of this week. And because of that, this week's topic, we had more time to actually tell people about it.
Yeah.
And we're already advertising next week's topic.
We are.
Which is going to be goal, lifetime, and maintenance. So if you want to hear about that, tune in next week.
Tough and rough.
Yeah. And so...
but doable.
So let's talk about our last 2 weeks of tour stops. So as you guys all know, we just said a few minutes ago, we're on break now. Windsor this weekend was our last tour stops of our second leg of our tour.
It was 47 places that we visited in Ontario.
Yeah.
And all in Ontario.
All in Ontario. Next weekend we are going to the wellness weekend in
Montreal.
So we'll get to meet some of the Quebec W members. So if you guys are out there, hello tout le monde, bonjour.
And yes, April, we will still be live on Sundays while we are on our break. Videos are not stopping.
Yeah, videos are continuing.
Shows are still.
We might have weeks where there's less videos coming out.
And we did mention this on our Instagram Live that we might pop up at local meetings.
We might pop up at local meetings. Like if you're in Mississauga, if you're in Brampton, if you're in, Etobicoke, the areas near where we live, Milton, Oakville, we might just one Saturday or just pop up at your meeting. We won't present. We're on break, so we'll just meet you guys there. We'll sit in your meeting with you all, and we might just pop up some places. So who knows?
Thanks, Joyce. We love meeting you too. And someone just said PM me. Kim, I missed your questions. And please come back to Guelph is what she's trying to say. Oh, that's so cute. And Andrea, I think that's possibly a great idea. It is her 1-year anniversary next Sunday, so maybe she should pop in for her live show. We'd love to have you again.
The only thing is we fly back from Montreal, so we have to be later.
It'll be later.
Yeah, it couldn't be during the day. Like you could come. Oh, let's talk. We'll
talk offline. Let's keep that offline.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So our tour stops last 2 weeks. So we went to North York on the May 27th, which was St. Ansgar, which was amazing. We got to meet Annette there, and we got to meet Annette again the next night at a different location.
Yes.
And again in North York at Loblaws Bayview Village. We actually had dinner with Paula and Diane.
Yeah.
And it was great having dinner with them. It was fun. And then we went to the actual meeting.
The meeting, and it was crazy. They sang happy birthday to Nick because it was Nick's birthday on that day. It was on the 28th.
I'm 36 now.
He's an old man now. He's catching up to me.
I'll never catch up.
Well, he will eventually. He'll eventually get to my age. I'll just always be older.
Yeah.
Damn you.
And so then we went to last weekend. We were in Brantford and Scarborough, which were amazing meetings. We got to Brantford was the group there was so much fun, and there was such a family feeling there. And then in Scarborough,
but it's a family feeling everywhere we go. I'll be honest with you guys. It's so crazy because we walk into these places and you guys just make us feel so at home, and we never know what to expect, and it's just awesome.
Carol Doddle, yes, it will be at some point in the future. We already have that on our list. She's asking about Lindsay, Ontario. It's on our list of future stops when we start. Same as Stouffville's on our list, Pickering's on our list. So we have a lot of places that are on the list for future tour stops.
And your birthday is the same day as Heather's daughter Autumn's birthday on the 28th. Yay!
Gemini.
And Andrea says 36 is young.
Woohoo! So then we went to this last weekend to what happened at Fortino's.
Oh my goodness! So this was a crazy weekend last weekend. So we walk into Fortino's, and as we walk in, we see a poster, and it's for a hockey player. And I didn't realize it was the same day. We had no clue. No. So we're doing our groceries. We pass by, and all of a sudden, there's this girl and two ladies.
Handing out
samples, coconut water. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is the Olympic person. And we didn't even realize who it was, but her medals were on the table, and we start talking to her. Her name's Lisa Fortino.
Yeah.
And so she's related to the Fortino family who owns the
Fortinos that we always shop at. So, hi, Fortinos!
Yay! So it was kind of funny. We start chit-chatting. She lets us put on her Olympic medals, which was insane. We posted on Instagram. I'd love, if she's ever going to see this show, we'd love to have her teach us how to ice skate one time. It would be so much fun to be taught by an Olympic medalist. So hopefully that could happen. That would be fun. And then, so we did that. As we leave the grocery store, we're going to pay for our groceries. Yep. And what happens there, Nick?
So we're at the cash, and we're just talking about something, and the lady's like, what did she say?
She mentions about something on our... It's actually the cashier mentioned something about a product that we're buying, and the lady goes, You should buy anything they buy.
They're the
Because
WWE gays.
they're the WWE. You know who they are. They're the WWE gays. And we're like, you recognize that? She was, yeah, I follow you guys. My mom is on WW. I'm on WW, but my mom lives in, I think she said Alberta or something. I can't 100% remember. And I'm like,
it's so surreal to us that this happens, but that's
no,
not the end of it.
Then to boot is as we're leaving the store, we have our business cards. Those who know, we have, I hate calling our WW gay cards. And it just basically has our website and our info for social media.
Yeah.
And I said, let me go run back into the store and hand them to Lisa Fortino because she's meeting all these people all day.
Yeah.
And I'd really love her to follow the channel if she wanted to because she was very inspired by your story and I thought that was cool.
Yeah. And so, yeah.
I'm not hogging Nick's. Am I hogging Nick's drink?
Yeah.
I am. Oh my goodness, thank you. I didn't even realize that. I thought it was mine. Thanks, Kim. That's so funny.
Actually, I want to cut your story quickly.
Yes.
Kim, thank you. So everybody who's in chat, please applaud and give big applause because Kim Amiya right now, who's watching with us live, has typed up almost 75% of all of our
I would
recipes.
say at least 80 to 90%.
Because the other
people have sent us recipes.
Yes, actually,
as well.
the other lady who actually sent us was, I want to make sure, Marilyn Avant was the other lady who sent us the actually typed ones.
The typed ones with pictures on them as well, which are fantastic.
So both Kim and Marilyn combined have typed up all of our recipes. So we have them all typed up now. So meaning, in the next few weeks, since we're on tour break now, we'll have a bit more time.
Not just Corona today, it's Sunday. We're back to just Coke Zero for today.
Coke Zero. So we are actually going to have, we're actually going to revamp the website. We're going to make it a little easier for you guys to find content as well. We're going to actually have a recipe section so you guys can actually find it easily.
And I'm letting Kim know this right now. Kim, we know where you live. Well, we don't know where you live. We know what city you live in. And the next time we are in Sudbury, we are taking you out to dinner. That's the least we can do for everything you've done for us. We'd love to take you out to dinner and just, get to know you a little bit more and just chat with you. And it's the least we can do.
I don't know where Margaret's from. So maybe
I don't know. If Margaret watches, yes. Please reach out, Margaret.
Well. Okay, so
back to the story.
Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to...
So we'll chat, Kim. We'll chat. So, what ended up happening as the lady starts talking to us in the line, she's like, I can't believe this. She was actually a WW member at the Fortinos that we went to, because that was the Fortinos. But she's like, I don't remember you guys.
Well, because we looked a lot.
And I'm like, we didn't look like this.
You guys have seen our before pictures.
And we've never looked like this before.
Ever.
Like this
is
very new.
No one, our friends, no one's ever... All of you know us like this, but everyone who's known us before, this is not what we look like to them.
Who's saying that today? My sister when she came to the meeting. Anyways, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
So,
we have so much to talk about. Sorry, Rusty, you got to get snacking.
As we get out of the store, to the car, I grab the business cards. As I start walking into the store, a lady comes out and starts talking to me in French on top of this.
Asking
and says,
about the Clubhouse Maple Bacon.
The Clubhouse Maple... Hey, Jean-Luc. She knows my name. She's like, hey, Jean-Luc. What do you cook your Clubhouse Maple Bacon? What do you use to cook your Clubhouse Maple Bacon? What do you put on? What do you put it on? And I'm like, well, I'm like, how does she know me? First of all, and I couldn't clue in, and then all of a sudden I'm like, well, it's gotta be from the channel. Yeah. So I told her, I put that beep on everything. Yeah. Because technically we do. Yeah.
But it's crazy because the reason we're sharing that is because we still don't understand how many people are watching us. We are still kind of, you have to understand, we do these videos, we're the only ones here.
Yeah.
And so for us, and the cats are watching us, and you guys are, but we don't see you physically. And then we go to work, our regular lives, and people, we're treated the same way at work, nothing changes, then we come back and to be at a grocery store and have people recognize us is surreal. We never thought that this is what would happen to us. So
it's very insane.
It's very insane that you guys have so many of you love watching us. Like we never realized that people would watch us, the two of us, blab like this. You're just talking right now.
I'm like, my goodness, I probably would have turned the channel off by now.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about snacking now. So let's talk about a few things that we like to do. So one thing that we want to talk about is our popcorn. So we've had a video about this before. We pre-prep. We use the Weight Watchers air popcorn, but you can also buy one at
That's what it takes for us to prep popcorn.
Yeah. See,
sorry, I had
to. Yeah, the popcorn you get from Weight Watchers, which is kind of cool because all you do is it's expandable, and then you put your third cup popcorn into it.
You can put different amounts.
Yeah.
And what I would suggest is, because someone asked me this weekend about the popcorn, play with your microwave, because each microwave's heat is a little bit different.
Yeah.
And so if yours doesn't pop all the way, you might have to put less popcorn in order for it to pop.
You can also buy a version at Walmart.
Yeah.
We actually like this one better because you put more in it, actually. The other one you can put a quarter cup, this one you can put a third. And we don't use any oil, nothing, just air pop, nothing. So it's 0 points for there's no oil for this, so the popcorn is the only point itself. And we tend to use a lot of seasonings. So
seasonings. And some of these were gifted to us,
yeah.
So we will let you know which ones we know are available. There's a bacon cheddar here. It's only available in the States, so I don't know if you can get it online or not. But we love the kernels. Kernels is our
and these are 0 points.
Yes.
For the serving.
For the serving.
Yeah, because you start increasing the serving.
And kernels has like a ton load. I don't need to put ketchup out there. There's another one. There's an all dressed as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. There's we have the all dressed. There's a dill pickle. There's a salt and vinegar.
Winners, right? These ones
these ones are from. There's a grocery store in Mississauga.
I thought it was from Winners.
And you might be able to find them at Winners as well, but I know
these ones are just zesty cheddar, there's sweet caramel, and these are also 0 points.
And then there's a bring home the bacon as well.
Yeah.
Another little trick that we've done too on our popcorn before is use the 21
seasonings from
21 seasonings. Okay, so a question was asked about how many points is a third a cup of popcorn. You don't measure it unpopped. You measure popped popcorn. So 4 cups of popped popcorn in your WW popcorn popper. Wow, that's a pickle to say. 4 cups of your unpopped popcorn. No, 4 cups of your popped popcorn in your microwave popcorn. So 4 cups is 3 points.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's popped popcorn.
Yeah.
So if you add a half a tablespoon of butter, it's 4 points.
It's one of our favorite snacks because it's really easy to make, and we make a container of it every Sunday. So today when we came home from our gallivanting around the province, we actually filled this tub up because we know we want to have it ready to go. We don't have to make popcorn when it's time to make it. And because of this container is sealed, it's easy for us to, it doesn't get stale. It's actually really good. So that's one of our major snacks that we have.
1 second, because Heather asked a question which I really think is great to know. How do we stick our toppings onto our popcorn? We don't always use butter. We actually stop using butter now.
Rarely use butter.
Very rarely. Once in a blue moon, if we're in the mood for movie popcorn, then we will use butter, and we will only use half a tablespoon of
which guys are butter?
Actually, a half a tablespoon of the Gailey butter. If when we're not using butter and we're just using the seasoning, we use any of our either avocado spray that we buy at Costco, which we are out, and we have not gone to Costco in the last couple of weeks, just because we've been so busy and we haven't needed that much. We've had a lot of stuff left over. We also use the Bertolli extra virgin olive oil spray.
Yeah.
There's a glare on this, so I apologize, but it's hard because it's still sunny out. So that's the olive oil spray.
This is our butter that we use. So we've never actually shown this on camera. It's the first time we show it. So for anybody that has not seen it, so I'll actually come over here. This is Gailey Spreadables butter, low sodium. So we actually love this butter. We've been buying it for years now because first of all, we like that it's spreadable because it makes it a little easier to actually use it when you're actually having certain items. And we like it because it's very low point.
Yeah.
So for one tablespoon of this,
it's 2 points.
Yeah, it's 2 points for 1 tablespoon. So it's actually, we usually half a tablespoon.
Yeah, because we just drizzle.
Yeah, so we don't use that much, so it's actually lower points, so we enjoy this butter.
This was also found at Fortino's, the Bertolli, and also we need to thank Michelle Zerber, I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name correctly, because she's the one that told us we've been counting popcorn.
Oh, she was the one who gave us
so long.
You want to hear something funny, Michelle, though? What's funny is that for months we were actually miscounting
cheese strings as well.
So Black Diamond cheese string mozzarella, we had thought for the longest time was
1 point.
And in our popcorn we were putting as 4 points. But then if you think about it, it actually was 2 points to 3. So the entire time we were actually evening out, but we were pointing it incorrectly. And we tend to have at least 1 cheese string every night and a bowl of popcorn every night, so it was kind of funny. But thank you so much for letting us know.
The avocado spray is bought at Costco, and Terry, we spray the kernels after. So we pop our popcorn with no oil,
yes, Leslie
no spray.
Crumb. Yes, it is. It's the same family. So for those who don't know, Fortino's is the same family as your independent grocer, Real Canadian Superstore, Loblaws, Zehrs, Food Mart. Value Mart.
Value Mart, I think it is.
No, Food Mart.
Food Mart.
So those 5 brands are all under the same Loblaws umbrella. So usually the products we find at Fortino's, you can find in those 5 stores.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know I forgot that. I know this because for some reason I'm stupid. I know. I like Noah's annoying, useless facts.
Yeah, hi Cindy, thanks again. We used to buy I can't believe it's not butter spray in Canada as well. They no longer make it in Canada.
Yeah.
It's no longer permissible in Canada for some reason. There's a lot of regulations and food rules.
Yeah.
I know you can still buy I can't believe it's not butter spread.
Yeah.
But the only bad part about the spread for me is when you put it on the popcorn, it shrivels the popcorn and it just...
So we tend to use the real stuff and we don't use it all the time. Like we maybe have with butter maybe once every 2 weeks, if that.
Yeah.
Because we tend, even when we have it with just salt, we tend to have it just with spray and salt. We don't even use this like almost barely now. Just because it's trying to save points and we don't actually need this. So sometimes it's like, why waste the point?
Yeah, we've even actually used the spray and salt and it works really well.
Almost half the time.
Yeah, because now we've been spraying.
We barely use this now.
Yeah.
We barely.
We used to go through so much butter
back in the day.
I can't believe it.
We barely use butter now. Like our actual thing of butter lasts us a long time.
Yes, Jen, there are different products that are probably cheaper as well. I think it's just creature of habit for us. We started buying this one first, so we bought it, but we are also willing to try different products completely. If we see something that's on sale, we'll buy it.
So actually, I want to go back to so we talked about the 2 weeks last week, so now we talk about the week we just went by. So we'll come back to snacking in a bit. So like we said last week, we kind of like to start this show where we jump back and forth, talk about a topic and then come back and talk about stuff that happened, just so it's not just too stagnant. So this week we went to Woodbridge on Wednesday. So this week was all 3 tour stops we went to this week were all the ones we canceled.
Yes,
because we were sick. When we were sick back in April. So we had to reschedule these locations. They've been waiting a long time. So we went to Woodbridge on Wednesday, which was amazing with Brenda.
Yes, that was so much fun.
Oh my god, that group was amazing. We went to dinner with a group of them afterwards. So a lot of people ask us sometimes, do you guys want to do lunch? Yeah, if we're coming to your town,
you guys are able to set something up,
we'll go to lunch with you guys or dinner. We love doing that. We love talking. We love meeting people. We love it.
I'm gonna interrupt. 0 points per serving on this, by the way. It is 0 points. I just double checked on the app, and a serving is half a second spray. So you don't need much anyways, and I'll be honest with you.
We've used it the entire time, I never counted as points.
Because honestly, the amount you're actually putting in
so minute.
And what I do is, in order to get some on all parts of popcorn, I put a little bit of popcorn, I spray, salt, a little bit of popcorn, spray, salt, and then that's all I put on. Yeah. So hope that helps.
Yeah. So at Woodbridge, so we went to dinner, where did we go again? Pickle Barrel.
Yeah, it was a Pickle Barrel. There's about 20 of us.
I had my monthly poutine.
Yeah, and I had shrimp. It was so yummy. And it was so cool to be around. It was so cool to be around so many WW people ordering their foods and making the choices they wanted to make and asking the waitress to switch things up.
Yeah,
and
it was so much fun.
It's so cool to see people living their lives and still being part of today's society.
Yeah, so then on this weekend we were in Windsor. We went to 2 locations. We went to Windsor and Tecumseh.
My hometown!
Jean-Luc's hometown. So hi everyone from Windsor. We forgot about the radio show too.
Oh my goodness.
Our radio interview on Friday.
That was funny because there's a lot of things that we didn't realize. So I'm going to give a shout out to Mike and Lisa because they were awesome.
From 800 from CKLW
in Windsor. And so what ended up happening was apparently Mike found out about Nick's Instagram page and reached out to Nick and said, oh, I'd love you to be on our radio, thinking that Nick was from the US.
Yeah, he thought we were American.
And then when he asked about us and we said I was from Windsor, he said, oh my goodness, you guys are Canadian on top of that? This is awesome.
Well, this was months ago. This was almost in January or February that this happened.
And we just weren't coming down at any time.
Yeah. So originally when we were coming down back in April, we had booked a radio spot with them.
And they rescheduled with us.
Because we got so sick.
Yeah.
So we thank you guys so much because it's
Hi Joyce from
Windsor. We're so grateful for anybody who's willing to give us a chance. Like we are doing this for just for what's gonna happen. We don't really have plans with this. If we let everything happen organically, we always say this. We always let things happen as they happen. Like we try to be
I'm doing
people.
country line dance under the table. Sorry.
Do you want to do that?
Sorry, I had to.
It's so. I don't know if
it's so weird for us to see
your feet.
So the radio station.
Yeah, I just said the great, and that was actually what was the topic this week at
being grateful.
So gratitude, and we're very grateful for anybody out there who gives us a chance. If it's from Facebook groups, the Ontario Facebook group, you guys are one of the best Facebook groups out there. Smart Points, Flex Points.
Don't get me wrong. We meet a lot of great people.
We're saying the general public group because they're the ones who let us share our story from the beginning. They never blocked us. We had a lot of issues at the beginning.
Yeah, But back to the radio, because the radio was amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
And the fact that Mike and Lisa rescheduled with us, and the fact that we didn't know Mike himself was on WW. He lost 25 pounds. So when we were in the workshop in Tecumseh, they knew who Mike was. And they're like, oh yeah, I know Mike. And Colleen actually talked about him, saying, yeah, he's lost weight. And he was funny because he's not a cook or something like that.
Yeah.
But anyways, thanks Mike again. Thanks Lisa for including us and promoting us as well, because it means the world.
Yeah. So the visits were great. We actually got to see a few people reach some cool milestones. So one of your friends from...
Kind of really weird story. A really good friend of mine back in the day, Lisa, and we used to work together at Pizza Hut in Windsor years ago. I can't even remember. I started at Pizza Hut when I was 16 and I worked there until I was 25. So a good portion of my life was in and out of Pizza Hut. And Lisa was a manager of mine at one point, but she actually hired me back as a waiter. She hired me back when I left, and I'd always go back to Pizza Hut. And she's on WW now, and she's lost... I got to present her 50-pound award, which was, like, meant the world to me. That was so awesome to be there on that day.
Amanda.
And then...
so, as you guys all know, we talk about Amanda a lot during our tour stops, and she actually didn't know we did this, but we actually talk about, because Amanda was one of the first people who actually... And I'll say this, she had the guts to reach out to us to meet us face to face.
Yeah, she actually, not even that, she said, can I come to the gym with you guys?
Yeah.
And we were in Windsor in January. This was in January of 2019, and she's like, can I come to Windsor? Can I work out with you guys at the gym?
And we said sure.
And we said sure, so she came, and at first we were like, what are we going to show her? We're not like gym people. We
just go
play
to
on
the
the machine and watch our iPad.
Yeah.
And so we got there, we had a great conversation with her, and then she asked, because she was only an online member, she asked if she could come to the meeting with us. And she joined us at the meeting, and guess what? She's been at the meeting ever since.
Yeah.
And I should say only, that's not what I meant to say. She had already lost 30 pounds on her own.
And this weekend she reached
75! Actually 78 to be exact.
Yeah.
She lost 78 point something pounds.
Amazing. And
she doesn't even look like the same person anymore.
Like,
from what we saw her in January till now, I honestly teared up when I saw her sitting in the chair, because
and just to be there and see her, like, how happy she is, and I remember how she felt when we first met her, and just to see the difference is insane. She's sharing her own story right now, so if you guys ever look for her on Connect, her name is A-Kaza. I think there's numbers after this, so I don't know exactly what the numbers are, but look for A-Kaza, and you
I think it's C-A-Z-A, right?
Yeah, C-Z-A.
Z-Z, yeah.
Yeah.
And no worries, thank you. And we do experience a lot of amazing things. A lot of people reach out, like, talk to us at the meetings. We do have people that cry with us, and
it's very touching, and we love doing it because we want to help people.
And I can't lie, it was really cool this week too, because my parents got to actually finally come to a meeting. They were on there on Saturday morning and got to see...
It's your sister as well.
Yeah, and my sister was at a meeting on Saturday.
So now both of our families have seen...
And Dinah was at a meeting on Saturday, and Danny and Dan came to a meeting as well.
Yeah.
Like, our personal friends came, like Dan, and that meant the world to us as well.
Having all these people...
just like... Yes. It's so fun, and then having all of you fans out there that we don't even know, but we feel like we know you once you come up to us and you introduce us, especially those who have like chatted with us or who've sent us messages. It's insane.
Yeah. So let's go back to snacking for
Yes, snacks.
So we caught up on the tour stuff, so let's go back to snacking. So, you guys were asking about these bowls.
Oh my goodness, they are ugly, but we can't get rid of them.
These
and
are
I
our
hate
snack
these.
bowls. Yeah, so these are our snack bowls.
And then they look big, but really, when you're thinking about cracker size and stuff like that, or depending what you're putting in it, it fills up pretty quickly.
So one of the things we do is we tend to use, so like we've said before on many of our tour stops, we tend to try to save a lot of points for nighttime. We eat a lot of 0-point foods throughout the day. So our breakfasts are always 0 points. Our lunches are usually around 6 points only. And then our dinners, depending on what we have, sometimes it's only 6 to 7 points, and usually it's 7 points. And then, so we're usually left with about, 10 points for snacks at the end of the night. And Jean-Luc's actually left with 16 because he's on maintenance right now. So, and which is our topic next week, goal, maintenance, and lifetime. I want to keep saying it again. So because of that, we always often end up night with at least 10 points. And some days I even actually end the night with all my 24 points. I actually sometimes we both plan out.
And that's a lot of times that happens when we know we're going to a party, or it's a Saturday, or it's a weekend, and it's sometimes
Fridays too, sometimes.
And it's not every weekend. We don't do that all the time, right? We do that, we plan those nights ahead of time.
Yeah. So what we do is we tend to take the points we have, and we use this bowl to create our snacks. So for both of us, it's usually either popcorn, so we usually have popcorn, or we have...
and what's really cool is we know that this bowl like flat fits 4 cups of popcorn.
4 cups of popcorn. So we know that this is exactly 4 cups.
Yeah.
So it's really easy for us to measure.
And I'll be honest with you, no one's gained weight if you ate 4 cups and a third of popcorn, right?
You can't put too much more than the 4 cup in this, so that's why we never worried too much about it.
Good question. Someone asked if we mix up our snacks or do we eat the same snacks every night?
We change it.
This is where we'll come back to this then.
Yeah, so that's our tub of snacks.
This is our snack tub.
So in here we usually buy various things. A lot of stuff that we talked about on our favorite things.
Yeah, this one we've never talked about these ones yet because my mom just gave them to us this weekend and we happened to actually eat them. But I haven't pointed them in a while, so I'm gonna actually point them live.
We have beef chips here. These are actually 0 points.
0 points from Costco.
I don't like them too much. They're too sweet for me, but Jean-Luc tends to.
I don't mind them. I can't eat a lot of them though. Because they get to the point where you don't feel like you're eating. It's no longer a cracker, but they're not bad.
We also have, some made good bars, which we just talked about recently on our show. So
those are 3 points each, except for the chocolate chip ones. The one with chocolate chips are 4 points.
This one's not chocolate chip.
It's not?
No.
I thought that.
It's the peanut one.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a chocolate chip.
We also have in here. We also have in here Simply Protein bars, which you'll be hearing about this week tomorrow. This is our favorite thing tomorrow. So I won't even talk about it now because we talk about it tomorrow.
Well, let's just say they're only 3 points.
And delicious.
And amazing. Yeah. Amazing. Like, wow. And
we made over 100. We made over 100.
100. So I did just calculate these. They are 3 points for 16 chips. Wasn't bad. It's actually really bad and really good.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what we forgot to pull out?
Yeah.
Laughing Cow.
I was going to talk about it.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. So we also have our WW snacks. We often have various kinds in here. We don't always have the same kind because we like to have a variety. Yeah, that's why the thing with Michael was asking, it's true. We don't eat the same ones all the time. We have to have variety, otherwise it gets boring. So we often change it up.
We also buy, look at this, Costco.
Prepackaged veggie straws or veggie chips.
Yep, and these are 3 points per bag. So you know right there, you open this bag, it's 3 points.
We talked about this in one of our snack videos a long time ago. These are cashew bars. These are cashew made with quinoa. The entire package is 7 points, so it's very high in points. We tend to only have these on weekends as a special treat. And we usually tend to split it up because there's 2 sheets and 2 cookies per sheet. So the entire thing is 7, but we can actually split it in 2 as well. And
there's also these ones too.
Yes.
These are another protein. I'll be honest, I like them. They're a little higher in points though. They're 5 points for this, but they're very big, so you can cut it in half. Being that they're high in protein, if you cut them in half, you actually get full with it still because it is high in protein. There's a caramel almond one, there's a plain chocolate one, and then there's a peanut butter one as well. And they're also in a box at Costco.
Yeah. So these are just the snacks we have right now on hand. We tend to have other snacks. We buy, our lentil chips from Enjoy Life, which we talked about on our favorite things last week. So we tend to switch them out because we don't want the same thing all the time. And what happens a lot of times on our previous journeys is that we get bored of what we were eating. We would buy similar snacks all the time, and it would get to a point where, oh my god, we would get, we want something different, so we'd switch to chips, or we'd switch to something else. This time, we're trying to find more and more lower point options to help us keep going. Even cookies, we actually buy cookies sometimes, and we don't have some lower point options.
We've even bought the thin Oreo salted caramel, but they've become a no-no food for us because we know we can't control it. If they were individually packed, probably not an issue.
I wish cookie could come in.
Yeah, it would be fantastic if they did that. Someone asked if we've tried the Built Bars, and I will tell you honestly, we have tried the Built Bars.
Not me.
Nick doesn't like chocolate at all, so he won't eat any of them. That's why we were very happy to find the protein bars, the new ones that are coming out as a favorite thing, because Nick actually enjoys those a lot.
First time.
And so I am not I don't say I don't like the Built Bars, but they're not my go-to. There's a texture in it that I'm just not 100% okay with. And I don't want to say that everybody else loves them, and it's great that you guys found a snack that you love.
Find the snack you love. That's why we like sharing what snacks we eat, because then you guys might try them out, and if you like them, it gives you more options as well. And we'll keep doing that. We'll keep trying new things. If you have things that you guys want us to try, send it our way. We'd love to try new stuff. I tried barbecue on chips. Heather's saying she's not a fan of the texture as well. Yeah, I guess it's everybody's own taste, right? And for me, it's the same thing. I don't like chocolate, right? And I know, shocking, it's one of the big, every time I tell this at a tour stop, everyone always says their jaws drop. Yes, I am the 1% population of the world that does not like chocolate, and because of that, I can't eat Built Bars.
Yeah. And that's awesome. I'm so glad that you like the Built Bar, Natalie. That's amazing. There's nothing wrong with liking those. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That there's something out there for everyone, right? You need to find what works for you. It's not only just in exercise, but it's in food as well.
Yeah. So we'll come back to snacking in a bit, but I don't want to call out our Facebook group. So for those who don't know, we have a Facebook group on Facebook called WWE Gays, Friends, Fans, and Family. And the reason I'm calling it out is because that's where we always post our polls for our next topics for our live chats. So we've actually started doing now where we plan live chats in advance. So actually next week's topic has already been picked. We talked about it earlier. It's goal, maintenance, and lifetime. So we're actually, Jean-Luc is right now at lifetime. I'm at, I guess, goal maintenance, which is really not true.
You're at goal, you just haven't hit lifetime.
Yeah. So so we'll talk about what exactly it means to be on and what it means for as a member. So we'll talk about that next week. But our Facebook group, WGays for Fans, Friends, and Family, if you go there, this week I'll be posting another poll for our next week's topic, because that's the best way for us to actually ask you guys what you want to hear. We don't know what topics you guys want to talk about. We just
and we're open to anything.
Yeah.
And guess what? We actually kind of want to do one day where it's a non-WW, non-weight loss topic.
Any topic.
Like anything, where we could talk about absolutely anything. If you guys want to talk about the LGBTQ plus community, if you want to talk about
more of our past, about our families, like we're pretty open about talking about anything.
Someone did ask a question earlier, and I wanted to answer this question really quickly, and it really came up, and it was why, if we became leaders, we'd have to do the things together. So a lot of people have asked us if we would ever become WW coaches. And to be honest with you, we can't because of our family. We are the only people in the GTA.
So we live in Toronto.
Yep.
So for those who don't know, we live in Toronto, and all of our family is not. We are the only ones from an entire family that live in Toronto.
Yeah. So we have family in Sudbury, we have family in Windsor, and then we have family in Ottawa and Montreal.
So for us to actually be leaders, we would never be able to visit our families. We like to go visit Windsor to see his parents, see his sister, go to Sudbury to see more of his family, as well as seeing.
And I think
and my family as well. And
right.
So we like.
But I also think not everyone, just like, on your journeys, everybody's journey is so different. And some people get called to do certain things.
We were not called to do it this way.
Yeah, that's exactly how we feel. We were meant to
share our journey
through YouTube, I guess.
Yeah. Somebody else had a question about trigger foods. Yes, we do have trigger foods. Actually, we've talked about this on our tour. When we have trigger foods, we actually get rid of them in the house for a while because we can't control ourselves. So right now, there's three things that are banned. Peanut butter, crunchy peanut butter, Kraft crunchy peanut butter is banned because I can't control myself. And now because I've gotten this addiction, Jean-Luc has started getting the addiction too.
I was never bad with peanut butter, and now I can't not eat it. I need it.
We visited my mom, and she had a new jar. In 2 days, we ate 3/4 of the jar.
We did find the solution to our peanut butter. We buy smooth peanut butter and we don't go near it. My mom had smooth peanut butter this weekend. We didn't have one bite.
I have to have the crunchy, so it's not. I just won't buy it then.
Another trick that someone mentioned as well was make sure you always carry a snack with you, because snacking doesn't only happen when you're at home at night in front of the TV. There's a lot of times when you're snacking and you're at work and you need something. So carry snacks in your bag. Carry 0-point snacks, fruits, veggies, 0-point dips. But also carry a bar, carry a Built Bar, carry something that you know you can easily grab, especially when you know you might be having a later dinner or that point of time and day where you just get that munchy snack idea and you need to eat something.
So a few things that came up here that I want to talk about. So a lot of people saying they had the same problem with peanut butter. We have not tried whipped peanut butter at all. Sorry, Cindy had not. Jen Effer saying she's loved the fact that we chose this option. We actually prefer this option too now. We didn't think we could reach as many people.
No.
And we like doing this because you know what? Not just are we doing this live right now, but people get to watch this for the next few days. And so we get other people that we can help out as well in a longer time period. And we've heard from a lot of people who are rural.
That we're actually replacing meetings for people that can't get time to meetings. So we're loving
doing this.
And we love this. What are other banned
foods? The other two banned foods are Oreo thins.
Yeah.
Because we were buying those for a while, but we couldn't control ourselves. And
arrowroot
cookies, because we buy the Costco big box, and we have.
If we could find individually packed cookies or 2 cookies per pack.
Our problem is that if anything is open, we eat the entire thing.
Yep.
So if it's a package that's small,
except for lentil chips and stuff like that.
Because
it's so weird because we trained ourselves with that through the entire time.
I don't know.
I think we're just creatures of habit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, cheese is definitely my weakness. I will not lie. I ate a lot of cheese this weekend. I'm very happy. It was delicious.
And have you tried? We have tried the new WW cookies actually. The new WW cookies.
Yeah, the one with the
fruit ones.
Yeah, they're not too bad.
Not
Yeah.
bad. You know what we like those with? We like them when you throw them into yogurt or throw them into like a crumble. Like a crumble. Add them to a crumble is really, really good.
Yeah.
And as far as cheese goes, again, Baby Bells, string cheese, Laughing Cow is really good.
So I'll go get them actually.
You can get the cubes. Oh, sorry, honey. You can get cubed ones as well, which is always good. Heirloom cookies. Can't eat just 4. You could say that again. Thanks, Ellen. We also think spreading humanity is a special gift. We never thought we could spread it as much as we have been, and it's mind-boggling.
So here are some more of our snacks here.
Oh, a parfait. Yummy.
So this is the Baby Bell. So they come in little cheese wheels. The light ones are 1 point each. And then we have our cheese string, which are Black Diamond cheese string, which are 2 points each. I love these. I need these. Like I said, cheese is like the world to me. The world. I could not live without cheese. And then Laughing Cow. So we love this, especially with the lentil chips, because they're really good, and you can just dip each chip once, like slowly. So we really love these, and they're 1 point per little triangle.
And this is my snack that I absolutely love, and these are new. I'm so excited I found these today, and they're teriyaki chicken, like pepperettes, and they're teriyaki flavored. So I haven't tried them yet, but they're 1 point each. And I found them today at Zehrs because we did our grocery shopping in Windsor today and had coolers in the car.
We also have our PC Boot Menu ice cream bars, which we talked about as one of our favorite things. So you guys know we love those. We've actually also, thanks to you guys, I've tried the Costco ones and we love them. Right, hon?
Oh my goodness, the
Costco bars. Oh my god, they're so good. So now we actually...
The Costco chocolate ones feel like I'm eating an actual chocolate bar.
The fruit ones are so creamy. So you know what? We love the... So what we've actually been doing now is we buy the caramel kind from PC and the peanut butter fudge, right? You buy that one too?
Yes.
And then at Costco we buy the fruit ones now and the chocolate. So we actually get both kinds. We also always have fruit cut up. Every week we have cut up cantaloupe. We have cut up, we have some grapes.
We have strawberries and raspberries
and apples.
And I'll have cherries sometimes and blood oranges.
Yeah, so we always have some fruit on hand because it's definitely one of the things that sometimes when we get to the point at the end of the night where we have no more points.
Someone just said they have a high protein cheese by Black Diamond, 3 points instead of 5 points. That's good. Oh, what a great idea, Carmen. The pepperettes wrapped in 2-ingredient dough and then dipped in a sauce. I would love that. Oh, it's almost like a pig in a blanket.
Yeah. He's still up here. He likes these heapy.
Yes, the ice cream pops. We actually think our bark that we made. We think we're gonna try to buy ourselves some popsicle molds and do what someone had said. I think that's a great idea. A little easier than to have to break it up.
It was hard to eat.
It's harder to eat, but it's still good.
Yeah, we still like it. It's such an easy snacking, so it's 0% great. Okay.
Oh, mini Breton cheddars are really good too.
Yeah. Oh, we also buy the wheat thin crackers, which a lot of the stuff we're talking about probably that it will be on future episodes.
Oh, completely. There's some wheat thin, there's some corn wheat thins if I'm not mistaken, and those are like 2 points for like 27 crackers or something like that.
So someone asked how to keep PB2. We never use it on we only use it in recipes. We don't use it to eat.
We don't use it on
toast or anything like that because to us it's not.
If we're gonna use the points, we're gonna use the points. That's the way we look at it. It's good for flavoring. I heard it was great to make a peanut sauce. Is he being silly back there?
No, because my sister pointed out that we brought up the ice cream bars.
Oh, he got all excited.
He woke up because he loves
our ice cream bars.
He loves them.
Eh?
Yeah, it's crazy. So that's main stuff for snacking for. Actually, that's the main stuff for there. I'll go back to something here. So we want to just remind you guys of our contests. We have our True Local contest. So for those who don't know, you could win up to $125.
It's $125
worth of meat from True Local. So there's 3 contests happening. One on Instagram, one on Twitter, one on Facebook.
And Facebook is
almost 11
people away.
So the contest is every time each social media platform reaches 5,000. So when Facebook reaches 5,000 likes, our page, then we will actually give away, with the help of True Local, we'll give away $125 worth of meat. So this is only open to Ontario, Alberta, and British Columbia. So sorry for everyone else. We're hoping that our future contests can include more locations. But yeah, so if you still want to try to win, just go to our Facebook page, look for the link, go on Instagram, look on under my nickname, WGays_Nick, and you can see the contest pictures somewhere along in there. I'll be resharing everything on Facebook and on Facebook groups shortly. So remember our Facebook group, WGays Friends, Fans, and Family. So we'll be doing that as well. So you guys can actually join. And then our other contest is our monthly contest that we have a one-on-one chat with.
Before we even start that, I need to apologize to Danelda. Danelda, we are so sorry. We were supposed to actually call her on Monday. Monday just became a busy day. Then we promised Tuesday. Then on Tuesday, we told her we were going to call her. And then time came and it forgot. And then by the time we remembered, it was like 9:30. So we apologize, Danelda. We need to get reach to you. We need to reach you and just really figure out a specific time to actually do this. So
if you're watching, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna talk to you. But we have winners now for May and June that we picked.
Yes.
You're actually behind by 2 months. So our May winner, you want to say who it is Moj.
It's Moj. I don't know if she's watching right now.
I know she's watching right now, but if she's not.
But that's kind of funny because she just reached out a couple days ago and she's really needs a pep talk. So it kind of worked out perfectly.
And our June winner is Niyuka M. Garcia. So we will reach out by email to the winners and let them know that they won, and we'll try to set up a time to chat. But that's great. You guys can keep applying. So if you go to our website and click on the contest, you can apply to win a one-on-one chat with us. We pick one winner a month. And all you have to send is, really, all you have to do is send us an email at www.gays@gmail.com. So I'll say it again, www.gays@gmail.com. And all you have to do is send an email and include in there why you want to chat with us. That's basically all you have to do.
Someone asked, Michael and Chris actually asked about dried fruit. What are our opinions on dried fruit?
I don't like
Nick doesn't like dried fruit. I'll be honest, I don't know. Would you guys count that as 0 points since it's dried fruit?
I don't think it is.
I don't think either because it's dehydrated, but you are still eating it.
Because I think dried cranberries are points.
Yeah, because dried cranberries do become points. Because I think what ends up happening is a lot of the point, from what I gather, a lot of these situations is when it becomes a food that you know you can no longer control because it's easy to eat, you might have to start counting points for it. So I would look into the dried fruit.
Yeah.
I would
don't like them. I've never liked dried fruit in my entire life.
And the only dried fruit I don't like cherry. I like fruit and cherries, but I only like strawberries, and I do like the dried mango because you know what? You would probably too. It tastes like gummy bears. Like it has that gummy bear feeling. So I'd be afraid of it being too many points.
Yeah. So definitely, a lot of people are saying there's definitely a lot of points. So I would, it's not something that we eat ourselves, so it's not a snack that we have. We tend to stick away from very sweet things when we snack. When we do sweet snacks, we try to have the ones that are portion control. And our others, of course,
0 point gummy bears.
That's one of our
gummy.
Our recipes on our website. 0 point gummy bears. The molds we bought on Amazon to actually make the gummy bears.
And they come with a syringe that you can fill these with.
Yeah.
I think the pack is like $13.99. I made some for work on Friday because it was
people.
It was Pride, and they were doing rainbow colored snacks, so I made some for work. And actually, one of the people that were there were like, I watched your thing, but I don't know if I want to make. I don't know if I want to buy the mold because I'm not sure I'm gonna like the texture. So I said, well, I can make some and bring some in. And I brought some in, and she's like, I can't wait to go buy the molds because it's great.
I want to give a shout out to someone right now too.
Yes.
We forgot to. So Chantel.
Woo woo.
So from Hamilton, Chantel was training to become.
And we just found out she completed her training this weekend. So she is now. Actually, I think it's somebody else that posted on her behalf. Congratulating her.
Oh yeah, congratulating her.
Congratulating her.
Bravo. It's awesome.
Someone said you need to check out the gummy bears.
So we actually just usually we make it for when we want it because they don't tend to last really a long time. We try once.
They do. They last at least a good 5 days.
Yeah. After 5 days, they get a little sticky and
if you leave them in the fridge, they last longer naturally but we don't like them cold from the fridge. We like to keep them out in room temperature because then they have more of that real gummy bear texture.
So we got these on Amazon for anybody asking. We ordered these on Amazon and we have our recipe for how we make 0 point gummies on our website. So if you actually just on YouTube search for WGays gummy bear recipe, you'll be able to find it. It's one of our one of our most popular recipes.
Someone just gave me a great idea.
What?
We're making vodka gummies for our party instead of vodka shots.
Yum. Yeah, because we used to do Jello shots.
We do Jello shots, but this would be so much more fun, although they would be way more concentrated as well.
Yeah, it'd be like...
You guys are dangerous people!
Dangerous.
But they're 0 points! Yeah. The only thing the alcohol is, and guess what? Actually, that would technically be 0 points, because you need like a handful to get really drunk. So it might take too long.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
So, I'll talk about our videos coming up this week. Is that okay? So this week we have on Monday till tomorrow we have Simply Protein bars, which are our favorite things. So we just showed them to you earlier, so we'll talk about why we love them. Tuesday we have our hummus recipe, and Andrea, you're a guest star on that recipe.
Woo-hoo!
So you're
Hummus.
gonna see yourself, chatting with us and making the hummus. And because when you came over, it's been a few weeks now.
Our videos come out late. You can get the molds at Michael's as well. Thank you.
On Wednesday, we're doing another favorite things for Schweppes, which is what we were drinking earlier.
Yep.
So Schweppes Zero, so we'll do that on Wednesday. And on Thursday, it's our taco salad recipe, which is funny. What's so funny about that recipe?
That recipe was filmed like months and months and months and months
January.
ago. We lost it.
It
was lost throughout all the other videos that we've been filming, and then all of a sudden Nick goes,
hey, what about this
an extra taco salad recipe?
We never released this, so it's an actual really old video that we're actually, so our kitchen might not even look the same, so it'll be weird to show you, it's gonna be weird. But yeah, this was released, this was supposed to be done.
Someone said new sedation grapefruit Schweppes. There's a blood orange as well.
There's a blood orange one too, they just came out blood orange. We love them. We actually bought 2 cases again.
Will you need it typed out?
Yes, please.
Cam. Please.
Sorry, Cam, we still don't have time.
These next 2 weeks for us are crazy at work. Like, we are, honestly, are we saying what we're saying for that 1 week?
Yeah, so for actually not next week, this week we're actually having videos come out. For the week after, we're actually going to be taking an entire week break, releasing weekly videos. Our live shows on Sundays will continue because we like doing this. We like interaction. But our recipes will be taking a break for that week just because we're just too busy at work.
Yeah.
It's a crazy week for us. It's both of us, and so we just won't have time that week.
And so
we're also next weekend we're in Montreal.
Yes, we are in Montreal next weekend too. Yeah. So it'll be we won't have enough time to actually upload and make sure that we have all the videos we need.
Yeah. So that's that. So that's all our videos for this week. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is.
But actually, before that, somebody asked a question, and not even a question. It was an idea. Someone said, "Why don't we have like a contest?" Win a shopping trip to WW Games.
We have so many ideas for contests. The problem is that we have to get them all vetted. We have to ask WW about
Well, we can do shopping trips as long as you're in the GTA.
Yeah,
but
the thing is,
we hate doing contests and not being able to include everybody.
It hurts us.
Because we never want to feel like anyone's excluded. Yeah. And it's really hard for us to say, because we'd love to be able to go do a shopping trip in like Vancouver or in Halifax or in Saskatchewan. But first of all, we would need the time off of work. Yeah. And then, so that's why right now a lot of our contests are like local contests.
Because of that.
But the thing is we also try to do some national type stuff where everybody gets a chance to win something.
Yeah, that's why we do our video contest, because anybody can actually reach us that way. We're actually hoping, there's one contest that we threw out to WW, we're hoping they say yes to. The one that,
yes.
We can't talk about it yet, but we have one idea that we ran by them that we're hoping they say yes to. Yes, so Eleni, we are going to Montreal next week. We're not going to be in any meetings though, because we're going to the wellness weekend that's happening in Châteauguay. We're actually speaking at the event, both in French and in English. So we get to pratiquer notre français.
Oui, on va pratiquer notre français. So anyway, someone just asked the syrups that we use. So the one that we normally use the most is the le sirop de Monet syrup, and this is the one that you buy at Fortino's. That is the caramel one, and then this is the vanilla. These are a little expensive, I won't lie. They're $12.59 at Fortino's. However, they're very good. You don't use a lot at a time. Like, we've had these for a while now. Yeah. And so there's those ones there. There's also this one here that we bought at the low-carb grocery store. We don't use it as much. It is white chocolate. It's good.
Yeah, we use it in desserts.
We use it in desserts.
Really.
Yeah, mostly in desserts. It's really good, but we don't go to that one as much for some dumb reason. Yeah. Not exactly sure.
Because we're very big vanilla caramel fans.
We're huge vanilla caramel fans. Maybe if we mix them together, that might be another idea. Yeah. You can also get them at Home Sense. The one at Home Sense is our Skinny Girl, if I'm not mistaken, and they're a lot cheaper. And I don't mean cheaper in flavor and they're bad because they're just as good. We just don't go to those stores very often.
Yeah. So one thing I want to talk about, so before we talk about this, so if you guys have any questions about snacking, we're kind of covered our topics that we wanted to talk to you guys about. So how we save our points for it. We learned earlier on in this journey that we love to snack. Every time we would try the program, and we would try to do Weight Watchers every time before, we would actually not snack. We would actually tell ourselves that snacking was bad and stop it completely. But the first time we had a bad day and snacking would come back, we'd just go back to the horrible habits we had. And so this time on this journey, we decided that we have to embrace snacking. We can't remove snacking from our lives because it's part of us. And so we had to learn how to snack correctly so that we can do it forever. And so, yeah. And so
I already got that, Cynthia. We're good.
Yeah.
I wrote it down.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's insane. René, who sold us this house, lives 5 minutes from Chateauguay and wants to get a hug. We would love a hug. We'll figure something out.
So let's figure out a way to.
If she can come meet us at the thing,
we'll
we'll talk with Renee. We'll talk with Renee.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cynthia.
So
love you, sis.
What was I saying?
We were talking about snacks, and you were talking about.
Oh yeah, so we knew that we had to keep snacking in our life, and that's why we've learned this system. It works for us. We have to have snacking. So if some of you snacking might not work, it might be a bad thing, but we need to keep it. We had to. That's the only way we can actually make this sustainable because we knew we would come back to it, and it's worked for us. Now, whenever we're snackish, we have our arsenal. We know what to do. We know where to go. We don't go back to the store to buy chips anymore. We actually concentrate on these snacks.
It is It is hard to control snacking. Oh, other tricks that we talked about snacking. So I'm going to talk about this now.
Yeah.
When we save our 24 points for the rest of the day, or we save 10, 15 points, we do not fill these bowls with 10 or 15 points at the beginning of our snack time. That's another thing we do not do. We actually take a decision and say, okay, we're going to use 8 points. We go to the cupboard, we put in 8 points worth of snacks, and then from those 8 points worth of snacks, we eat them. As we're actually eating them, we then give ourselves breaks. I've been giving people suggestions. If you have snacks in front of you, you're going to mindlessly eat. So you have to mindfully eat. You have to all of a sudden have a few bites, say snacks, down. It's almost like being on Karate Kid.
We actually say snack off.
Snack on?
No, snack off.
Well, snack on when we first start, and then snack
off.
off. Snack on, snack off. Snack on, snack off. And honestly, if you can't do that, set a timer on your phone. So that way you're not sitting there eating all your snacks all at once, and then all of a sudden, 20 minutes later, you're like, oh my god, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry.
You have to spread out the snacks.
You have to spread out your snacks.
And once we run out of points, we actually usually start using fruit. And someone asked, Michelle Zerber asked if we had to have rollover points. We used to. But when we first started the program, we had 42 points, and so we had a lot more points, and we tended to have rollover. But now that we're down to 24 and 30, we rarely have rollovers now.
Yeah, we don't have rollovers very rarely. Another person asked, why is Greek yogurt 0 points? Well, Greek yogurt is 0 points on WW because low fat. They deemed it that way. So there are 0 point foods on WW, and 0% fat-free Greek yogurt is 0 points.
Okay, so we have something else I wanted to talk about is Andrea actually sent us a message.
Bye, Andrea. Have a good night. Love you.
So the one thing I'm going to talk about is for some of the people who don't know this, on your app you can actually use it to refer friends to WW. So we actually didn't know this till much later because I want to talk about this because we had a lot of people who joined WW at the beginning when we were doing this journey who we told about the program and then they went on their own and joined it, and we never, and I know it's weird to say, but you can get free months.
If you have someone join
and they actually sign up for a month, you get a free month as well.
Yeah.
And so we actually missed out on that a lot.
So many times. I wish we could have benefited a lot because we had a few people that joined. But it's not the fact that we're looking for it, but we want you guys to
be able to save the money.
To save that money.
If you want to bring to the program, if you want to introduce them to it, and you want to find a way to maybe cost effective, have them join, through you. Like, have you referred them from the app so you can actually get free money.
There's actually a way of doing it, and I'm going to tell you exactly right now how to do it because it's just easier that way. Where is it?
Why aren't you in the Weight Watchers?
No, because I already got my way of doing it. So all you need to do is when you're in the WW app, scroll down below where you track your points, and you'll see a tab that says Share the Love. When you click on that, you can invite a friend and family to join, and then everybody who joins gets a free month. Like, you get a free month, and
they get a free month. So if you want someone to try it out, that's the best way to get them to try out. So we want to share this because a lot of people don't know this, and we didn't know, and so many of our friends joined, and we're like, oh my god, we could have had, and I know it sounds like, trying to get free months. We know it costs a lot of money to be on this program. It's not cheap. We get it. Like, sometimes, that's why we cancel sometimes, because back in the days, because we were like, we can't afford it this month. So we understand. So that's why if we can try to maybe get you guys to get some savings, if you have friends that are thinking about it, then use it that way, and your friend as well will get a free month as well. So just try it out. See if something that works for you. What are you doing?
Just looking to see where it is again. I did it earlier and then I messed it up. I don't remember where it is. Anyways.
Okay. So that's
yeah.
it? Okay, so I'm going to
That's
So
exactly.
if a few people are dropping off now. So yeah, we're actually gonna drop off soon as well because it is 8:53. We have to get to bed.
Paula, we do not. I can't say this. We do when we want to bring snacks with us. It'll be a pre-wrapped, pre-made snack. But we don't really snack other than what we bring in our lunch. Like during the day, like we have lunch snacks in our lunch. We'll either have a cheese string in our lunch. We'll have like we'll have yogurt in our lunch as well.
Yeah.
So and then if we are going away for a weekend, we do bring snacks with us. We do bring stuff.
So Anna Centraccio asked, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name incorrectly. She asked, you stop eating at a specific time? We don't. We sometimes, and we know this is bad, you shouldn't eat before bed. Sometimes we have eaten all the way before bed.
Yep.
It just happens. It's a bad habit, but you know what? We can't break it, and it's not stopped our weight loss. It's actually, we've been able to still lose weight this way. So for us, it's not been a detriment, but I know for some people, it's hard to go to sleep on a full stomach. It's not really an issue for us. Like, we don't tend to eat a ton before bed because we still use our points. And if we're not at a point, start using fruit, and fruit doesn't tend to fill us as much the same way. So no, but we never have a time where we say stop because we never could do that. It was something that we used to try to do, and it never worked for us, and so we stopped trying to do that.
So I'm gonna show you guys. It's right there. There's two people on the couch. It says share the love. That's where you refer a friend on the app. And I don't think you can see that very clearly, but it does say share the love.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna end it here for tonight. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you guys got some tips out of this. We just do this.
If you guys have other tips, please post them below.
Yeah.
Share them. Share them on
comments.
our page.
Yeah,
share them on our.
Share what you know.
Share. If you have other snacks that you guys know that we're not aware of.
Don't forget, if you want to watch our live show next week, just subscribe to our channel by hitting the subscribe button below.
Yep.
Hit the bell to be notified whenever we come on. You can also find us on our website, www.gays.com. Find us on all social media using hashtag WWGays. Find me on Connect, on Canadian Connect, NikkiPoo999, and
Turp7719.
And on Instagram, WGays_Nick.
And WWGays_Jean-Luc.
And we tend to sometimes go live on Instagram just randomly. We did it the other night when we were walking outside. It's because it's the easiest platform for us to actually go live quickly. So if you guys want to ever see us go live randomly, just find us on Instagram because that's where we tend to do it the most.
We do. Instagram is just easier to go live on. I don't know why. It's
just the easiest one.
Because I don't know if we can we do live from our page?
No, we can't.
That's the only thing. If we could do live from our page, it would be
from
great.
From our Facebook page, that's what we would do. So yeah.
Anyways, don't forget to check out our website, www.gays.com.
And don't forget to keep watching and keep sending us your ideas.
And keep driving, guys.
Keep driving.
I feel like we're in a car right now. We're like Fred Flintstones. Flintstones, we're the Flintstones.